Hello and welcome back to some more Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. In the last episode, we finished up the Wit's Path, at least as much as far as we could go before we made it to Atlantis. And now we are going to be starting up the Fifth's Path, and that will be the last path. It's the third and final path of the game, and after we finish this, I will be able to show you what puzzles await us in Atlantis. But for now, we are going to activate the Fifth's Path. So we have reloaded the save we made, or at least the save I made all the way back when we first had to make the choice between the Team Path, the Wit's Path, and the Fifth's Path. And now we're going to choose the Fifth's Path, and just like with the Wit's Path, I'm going to assume you do not watch the Team Path or Wit's Path videos. I'm going to assume you have no knowledge of anything after this point. So, like for instance, if there's a puzzle that's the same in both the Wit's and Fifth's Path versions of Monte Carlo, I'm not going to assume that you already know the answer to that puzzle, and I'm going to re-explain it here, because I'd rather assume you know nothing than I would assume you know everything for the sake of a walkthrough. So now with that in mind, let's begin the Fifth's Path by saying, so it'll be rough. That's the way I like it.
So it'll be rough. That's the way I like it.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Take care of yourself, and don't talk to any strange Nazis.
So long, Indy.
Okay, so there's two possible places that we can go from here, Monte Carlo and Algiers. We want to fly to Monte Carlo. Once you land, you want to wait outside the hotel until you see someone wearing a brown suit with gray hair. Once they come out the doors, you want to talk to them. So, no one has shown up yet. There he is. Talk to him.
Excuse me.
Ask him if he's Alan Trottier.
Are you Alan Trottier? Oh, perhaps. Who's asking?
Tell him you are Dr. Indiana Jones.
I'm Dr. Indiana Jones of Barnett College. Jones, I believe I've heard of you. Yes, of course, the famous archaeologist.
Nope, just a simple professor.
Actually, I'm just a simple professor. Oh, leave the modesty to me, sir. Alain Trottier. Amateur scholar, part-time poet, professional dreamer. What can you tell me about Atlantis? Oh, that depends. To prove you're worth dealing with, answer me this. What was Plato's great error?
There are four possible questions that he can ask you here. The first question he could possibly ask you is, when were the many freaks of nature created? If he asks you that, the answer is when the celestial spheres were well aligned. The second possible question he can ask you is, why did the Atlanteans build their huge colossus? If he asks you that, the answer is to make themselves like gods. The third possible question he can ask you is, of what material did the Atlanteans carve devices to search for orichalcum? And the answer to that is amber. The fourth and final question he can ask is the one that he just asked us right now, which is, what was Plato's great error? The answer to which is an error of translation.
An error of translation. Yes, excellent. Obviously, you know Plato's lost dialogue well. Personally, I doubt I can help you, but my name is recognized among dealers in antiquity. Maybe my business card will be of some use to you. And now, au revoir.
And that's all we can do for now. So, let's return to the taxi.
Driver, to the airport.
And that will be it for this episode. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned next up to catch you all tomorrow for some more Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And we are going to be heading to Algiers to continue our adventure along the Fifth's Path. That's definitely what I was trying to say. Along the Fifth's Path. That's more like what those are the words I was trying to get out of my mouth. Goodbye.